Hey there everybody, and welcome back to more Dark Corners of the Earth.
It's unlocked.
So last time, as you may recall, we had just made our way into Innsmouth, and basically found the town covered in dead bodies, and the whole missing persons thing, it's kind of a moot point at this junction. But we're in the poor section of town, so let's go ahead and have a look around.
If I see you without fire, I'll report you to order.
I'll not say nothing.
Well, let's try talking to her either way. Maybe she'll take pity on us.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
I can't be seen talking to you.
Oh, it can't be that bad. Come on.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Yeah, pretty much everybody, even in the poor areas of town, just will not even give us the time of day. It's somewhere between a range of scared and
I have a strange feeling I'm being watched.
angry. Yeah, I guess the homeless in this town are not that very well off.
Do you need any help?
Especially with the bandages on. Maybe they're actually sick.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
You're in the wrong place asking the wrong questions, outsider.
What are you looking at? Is there something... Yeah, there's nothing there.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
It's the entrance to the town poorhouse.
I guess we have nothing else to do than to, well, try to get to Waite's house. We don't actually know yet what relevance he has to the story, but, well, Zadok obviously figured he had some importance.
It won't budge.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
Well, that's certainly the spirit, old man.
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything.
Well, even this halfway house seems to have a similar interior to even the main inn of the town. So I kind of get the general impression that even the entire town has not been very well upkept.
This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute.
Also, it's apparently home to a lot of bugs crawling inside of people. But even though it seems mildly despicable, we're going to go ahead and take this first aid kit. For some reason, I don't think these people will be using it.
Her sleep is restless and erratic. The old woman's dead.
Yeah, this town is just fairly littered with corpses for some reason.
It won't open.
But it is kind of amazing to me that even the most destitute of people still really don't want to give us any information. But yeah, it seems that Jack here also has a little bit of vertigo, so you do have to be careful when looking down for too long. But with that final ladder, we can see that we're now on the destination we were seeking, Dock Street. Really not too much to it. There's not too many friendly faces.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't see as I notice what you're saying, stranger.
Hey, I think I've met your cousin. But yeah, this is, it's 803 Dock Street. This is where we want to be.
Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mummy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mummy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mummy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance.
So we meet the wait's younger daughter. She certainly does seem like a little bundle of joy. The mother doesn't sound too pleasant, though.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
Let's see if we can't take a closer look at those little drawings. Yeah,
It won't budge.
not exactly sure what those drawings were supposed to be of.
It won't open.
And with both doors downstairs locked, I guess maybe something is waiting for us upstairs.
It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture. It won't open.
Yeah, pretty much all the doors on the second floor are locked as well. Except for this one door that's just curiously deadbolted. What's going on? Where am I? What in the hell was that? They have some kind of wild animal locked up here? Maybe this book will shed some light on it.
Looks like a diary.
Even though Jack sounds rather chipper about it all. But this particular diary is from Thomas Waite himself. And it just kind of goes into, well, he's apparently not very happy with the Order of Dagon. Whatever it did, it rather affected him pretty badly. And apparently the only thing keeping him in town was Ramona. And the only other thing we do find out is that the combination to his safe is apparently his daughter's birthday. But whatever was up here certainly, well, might have been living a very violent life. Also, it sounds like there's some sobbing coming from somewhere.
Oh, God. No!
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the Order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. You'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the Order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack!
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Waite. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. His own flesh and blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. In Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
Well, the police were particularly prompt in getting here, but I can't help but feel somewhat responsible.
It's Ramona's coloring book.
Yeah, even though we don't actually get any actual clear view of the drawings, Jack does pretty much surmise what we figured out before, which were apparently the rather hideous images were all labeled Mother. Rather odd. But the house is now starkly quiet, and what was actually the Waite's house before is now nothing more than a mausoleum. And with another place to go, I guess we should just head back to the main street. Oh, hey, Rebecca.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack. Your head's bleeding.
Yeah, I think I was out of it for a little while.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head. It'll help you heal. You're not losing too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Yeah, that was actually pretty helpful, Rebecca. Rebecca? Where'd she go? But yeah, she did inform us that we are a little bit injured, and that allows me to explain the injury system. As you can see here, we have 4 different types of healing items, and we also have 6 different areas of the body that we can be injured. Right now we're injured on the head, so we're actually just going to be using a bandage. As you can see, a differently colored square there under the head and next to bandage. I will say that the healing system in this game is a bit tedious, to say the least. Because even after we select an item, we actually have to back out, and then it goes into a rather tedious animation. As you can kind of assume, healing yourself in the heat of battle is not really the best thing. But with another gruesome scene of blood and gore under our feet, we make our way back into the main square. And if you recall where we saw that first constable, this was actually the street that he was blocking off before. Apparently whatever grim scene was down there had at least been somewhat cleaned up.
It's unlocked.
Yeah, with that key we can now get down into Waite's variety store and hopefully get inside that safe he was talking about. Unless, of course, someone is trying to beat us to it.
You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No, and I really don't care.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy's in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley. When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
And much like Rebecca, we have another disappearing act. But at least we have, I guess, something to make sure that, well, Brian doesn't think we're on the side of the cultists, I suppose. But what we came here for was in the safe, and all we have to do is figure out his daughter's birthday, which you have to surmise by basically saying that yesterday was his daughter's birthday and figuring out what today was.
Yes, that's...
And what's waiting inside is yet another of those arcane symbols, and also a book.
The safe holds a heavily bound manuscript. The front is embossed with the words, Book of Dagon.
Now, that symbol explains why the townspeople weren't able to get in here, but as to why Waits was trying to block access to this book when it's apparently about the Order of Dagon is a bit hard to say. But with that, there's actually nothing else for us in here, so let's head back out to the main square.
It's getting late. I'd better start making tracks. I don't much fancy spending the night in this hole.
And I would share those sentiments as well. But it seems that our bus driver is not anywhere nearby. Well, maybe he's inside the hotel.
Did you hear? Waits killed his own daughter? His own flesh and blood? Damn shame.
Maybe. Maybe not.
What do you mean, maybe, Charlie? I seen Elliot dragging him off. Caked in blood he was.
Aye. But Birch reckons she were ripped open, Joe. I don't reckon Tom would have the strength for that sort of killing.
I ain't got much time for talking, Charlie. I got instructions from the order to make certain the outsider doesn't leave tonight.
Would that be the strange feller you brought into Innsmouth a couple hours back?
Yeah.
I'm reckoning on him asking for lodging here this evening.
Well, I certainly won't stand for this shady business.
I should leave him alone. He's in no mood for talking.
Come on, Jack, you gotta have a little backbone. But yeah, I guess we're gonna be shacking up here for the night.
Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
Do you have board for the night?
We've plenty on the top floor of the house. Nice views over the town, I'm told.
Great. That sounds just swell.
Hey, you all right there, sir? You're starting to look kind of funny there for a while. Face as white as bone and eyes as black as coal. Like you'd seen a ghost or something.
I'm fine, thanks. It's just the sea air around these parts. It makes me queasy.
The Innsmouth's breeze is not for your outsiders.
Charlie, can you come with me? I need to be telling you something. Perfectly.
Excuse me, sir. The Innsmouth law doesn't like to be kept hanging about. I'll be right back with you shortly.
Well, while the innkeeper is preoccupied, let's go ahead and take this key.
It's the key to the back office.
And let's see if there's not anything interesting here in the back office. I'm sure
It's unlocked.
it's just your normal, hotel supplies. And they had a little bit of an accident?
The hatchet is encrusted with blood. I'm not touching it. I wonder what secrets this book holds.
Well, at this point, Jack, I can't even really call them secrets anymore, since they're pretty smack dab in our face. But yeah, it appears that Mr. Gilman has something of a taste for human flesh, and he also has a knack for keeping a grisly record of it. This is just a rundown, I guess, of some of his more noticeable victims, and how they tasted. But really the only thing of interest is the shotgun shells for yet another gun we don't have right now.
There are severed body parts strewn all over the office.
And as to why Jack isn't reacting more, I can't honestly say.
If you just follow me, sir, I'll show you to your lodgings. I heard there was a killing over at the old Waits house tonight. They reckon the old fool killed his own daughter. Caked head to toe in her blood, they says, and had to be dragged away, screaming and crying. I reckon there'll be a lynching for what he done. You're still looking pallid, sir. You're needing to have yourself some rest. Sleep well, and keep down the racket. Us Innsmouth are quiet folk.
Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to be needing some rest, so we'll see you next time for more Dark Corners of the Earth.